Hey guys, it's Michelle from Michelle's Beauty and Makeup, and I'm here to talk about concealer and foundation application thanks to a request from Judith. So here we go. I will do a separate video about skin matching and everything, but for the time being I'm just going to show you the application process. So you're going to get a primer. I'm using Soti's Pore Refiner system because I quite like the feel of their primer on my skin. And you're going to squeeze a little amount out, just teens a little bit. Rub it in between your fingers and just apply it to your face. It protects it, acts like a barrier so that the foundation doesn't clog your pores. I don't tend to use it very often because I don't wear foundation all the time, but if you wear foundation every day, then it's definitely a thing you should get. Once you have primed your skin, you're going to apply your concealer. I don't tend to wear concealer very often because I'm quite fortunate I don't have many blemishes, but today I'm using a YBF concealer. So you're going to grab a little bit, you can use a brush or your finger. If it's a cream, quite thick, you don't tend to use it under your eyes because it can congest it, so you're better off with a liquid. But being a makeup artist is kind of like driving a car. You learn everything you need to learn, and then when you pass your test you kind of create your own technique. So if you've got your dark circles, you're just going to dab it under your eye, in the corner. Obviously cover your blemishes. Creamy concealer like MAC, they do some nice ones, YBF, that kind of thing. You're just gonna go over the excess redness sections and blemished sections and whatnot. So yeah, apply where you need to with that. Then you're going to apply your foundation. Now I'm going to use a slightly darker version for my skin so that hopefully it'll come up better in the video. So I'm going to use a MAC Mineralized Satin Finish. I'm going to pump some of that on. Whatever you do, don't use your fingers because it will leave smear marks. Now you take your selected method. I prefer using a brush. You can use a latex sponge, which I'll show you how to do as well for those that prefer it. But today I'm going to use brushes. Now you can use a foundation applicator, which is really good for a kind of thicker application to apply it with, and then you can use a stipple brush to blend it out. I mean, I don't want a feathery look today, so I'm going to use just the bog standard stipple. Otherwise, if you want a thicker look, apply it with this and blend it with this. These ones are a MAC. I decided to go for a smaller version. You can get bigger ones like this, but this one is actually a cheaper version, which I got from Sally's, and it does pretty much the same thing. They look pretty much identical, almost. So I'm going to rub it in. The thing to start off with foundation, the key to foundation, is to start in the middle of the face, like here. So then all the product goes here and you can blend it out. I'm a bit naughty, and I tend to do it along the jawline first, but that's not correct. So I'll do it the correct way for you. Don't forget to cover your eyelids. So many people who wear foundation forget to do their eyelids, and then they end up with a perfectly smooth looking face, even skin tone, and then uneven eyelids. Cover your lips, acts like a good primer. Make sure you've got the right skin colour, foundation colour for your skin. So many people end up having orange lines, especially around your jawline. So whatever you do, make sure that you really do blend it. If it's slightly darker than your skin tone, then blend down your neck to wherever your top goes. Otherwise you're going to have two different skin tones and it's going to look awful. But definitely make sure you you blend around this jawline so you don't have a harsh line. You don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa with orange faces. Nobody likes that. It's all good. So blend it round until you find that the product's smoothly all over. Then you can apply extra concealer if you need to. So if you've got extra blemishes, extra spots, or you still find that the darker circles are around your eyes, sorry that was my phone, then you just apply extra concealer to that. And then to set it, you can use a powder. I tend to leave it like this because I quite like the dewy look, but you can get a powder, either a translucent powder, which can be loose, or pressed form, which is white, and that won't alter the skin tone of the foundation. That won't alter the It won't alter the foundation. I can't speak tonight, guys. It will not alter the foundation colour. But if you get a coloured powder, it can change the colour of your foundation. So make sure if you do use a coloured powder, you're using a shade lighter than the foundation shade. So I was using an NC30 for my MAC Mineralize, and I'm going to use the pressed powder of an NC25 just to show you. You can use a brush or the sponge that comes with it. I quite like using the sponge. And you're going to go over the areas which tend to get oily, which tends to be the T-zone, so just literally this. Or you can go all over if you need to. Once you've set it, and if you prefer the matte look, all over your face, eyes. Make sure when you're doing your eyes that the creases from the foundation are smoothed out before you powder it, otherwise it will set with creases in your eyes. And then once it's all done, your look's complete. So I hope that explains everything to you. I will do a separate video for skin colour matching and whatnot, but if there's any questions, let me know and feel free to subscribe. Take care, bye! I must be having a blonde moment tonight, guys, because I forgot to mention how to use the sponge. So basically, you're going to dab it into your hand, the rest of the product, and you're going to work again from the centre out, but you're going to press and roll. You can sweep it across, but I find that if you do that, it tends to leave a bit of streak marks sometimes. So press and roll. You tend to use this harsh edge for application, and then this soft flimsy edge here blends it out. It's up to you what you prefer. I prefer the brush. You get to use more product from the brush because the sponge tends to absorb most of it, and I don't really like that. I don't like wasting product, especially when you're using expensive foundations. But yeah, try it out, see what works best for you. If you do end up using your brushes, remember to clean them either with a brush cleanser or with soap or shampoo, because they get clogged and they can hold bacteria and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that covers everything. I keep forgetting things, but I'm sure that's it. If not, I will add it in the comments. Take care, and I hope that helps. Bye!